to prepare a pizza alla Gia. It's some sort of a pizza, but it is not a pizza. There is no cheese on it, but it's loaded with lots of beautiful, flavorful ingredients, such as anchovies, olives, herbe de Provence, lots of onions which have been very nicely cooked and caramelized, and then we will finish it with some olive oil. It's a typical, very traditional recipes or dish that you can find in south of France. In lots of bakeries or charcuterie you will find pizza à la Gia, easy to enjoy while you shop in the market or as a picnic, or easy solution for lunch when you don't have time to cook. And it's also super easy to prepare, so let's go! For the dough, you're gonna put some yeast in a glass, then cover it with some lukewarm water, just a little bit of lukewarm water, mix nicely, and then we're gonna keep it aside. Then we're gonna pour flour, so it will be 250 grams of flour. And then to that, to the 250 grams of flour, we are going to add some salt. So 2 grams of salt. So what's very nice is to have a scale where a scale sensitive to the gram, so you have a very precise recipe. It helps for baking, but it also helps for this type of recipe when you have to make a dough. So mix nicely the salt into the flour, because we're going to add yeast, and whenever you add yeast, when you have salt, to keep the yeast effect, you really need to mix the salt very nicely to the flour first, otherwise the salt will cancel the yeast effect. So you're just gonna pour the yeast mixture all over. Make sure that you get all the yeast at the bottom of the glass, and then start mixing, just roughly. And then you are going to add some water to it, just to make it more wet. The idea is to create a ball, so just add a bit of water, not too much at the same time, otherwise you're going to have a dough which will be too wet, and then you will have to add some flour, and then it's an endless story. So just add a little bit at a time. If it's still too dry, then add more water, and then you will have to add 5 grams of olive oil. So just pour some olive oil, and then now mix very nicely until it forms a ball. And then don't hesitate to add more water. Just gonna add more water, and then you see that's the pastry. You need to mix it very nicely until it's homogeneous, because then it will help the pastry to be more flexible, and it will make your work easier when you're going to flatten it. Once you have a nice ball of dough, then you're going to place a humid cloth on top of it, in order to avoid the dough to get dry. And then with the the humid cloth on top of the dough, then you're going to place the salad bowl into cupboards where it's warm, so it can be close to a fridge, for example. Often cupboards close to the fridge are warmer, or if you have sunshine, then you can place it close to a window with the sun on it, but just make sure that there is no airstream. It's So this is the result. You have a nice ball of dough. Okay, so the dough is nicely homogeneous now. We're gonna cover it with a humid cloth that you just wet a little bit before, and then you cover it like that, and then you're gonna leave it for 2 hours until basically the dough is much easier to be manipulated. So for the pissaladière, you need to slice the onion. So you just cut the top of the onion, this part, and then cut it in half, and then put your thumb underneath to peel, to remove the peel of the onion. It's easier to do it this way. So you're gonna do it to all the onions, so around 6 medium-sized onions. I don't mind removing the first coat of the onion because these ones are not organic, so it's better to remove actually the first coat. And then you will slice the onion very finely. The finer the better. It will make the pissaladière more delicious if you have fine slices, and you just carry on like that for the 6 onions. And then pour a little bit of grapeseed oil in a pan where you're gonna place the onion. Make sure that once you cook the onion, make sure that the onion don't burn, because they make a very bitter taste, and you don't want that. You want like more a sweet taste than a bitter taste for the pissaladière. The onions are now very nicely soft, so we're gonna spread herbe de Provence all over. Herbe de Provence is a mix of rosemary, parsley, thyme, oregano, dry. So it's always better to add it once everything has been pretty much cooked, to avoid the herbs to get dry and burn. So just add it once the onions are nicely translucent and soft. So while the onions are cooking, you're going to prepare the olives. You're going to remove the pit. I like to just choose very nice nicely flavored olive. So good quality olive, then I can remove the pit myself. Usually with the pitted olive, the quality is not good. So I prefer to choose olives with pit, then I remove the pip myself. So you take a cherry remover, cherry pip remover, and then you use the pointing part of the olive, place it at the bottom, hold it, and just press gently, and then you see the pip is just removed here. And then you're gonna do that to all olives. Just place the bottom, then press down, and then you have pips jumping all over. You can just press a finger at the bottom just to get the pip out of it, and then you can carry on like that until you do all the olives. So once you have removed the pips of all olive, then what you're gonna do is just slice the olive in 3 parts, not more, otherwise they're gonna be too thin, and then they will get very dry. So 3 rings of olive is enough. So you do that to all olive. Some small olive, you will have some pieces like that. Just keep it aside because you want a nicely beautiful pissaladière. So I always make sure that the pieces which will go on the pissaladière are selected nicely, and they will present very nicely. So all the end part, just keep it aside for a snack or a salad, but not to be included in the pissaladière. Okay, so once you have prepared everything, the olives, the anchovies, the onion, then we're gonna lay down the dough. So you place the silicone mat on your kitchen counter on the chopping board, and then this beautiful dough you can just remove and place it on top of the silicone mat. Then that's where the beauty comes when you have a pastry mat. Just place it on top of this dough, flatten with your hands like that, and then use a rolling pin and just from the inside just push it to the outside like that. And what's very nice with this pastry mat, it avoids the pastry to stick to your rolling pin, so it makes your life so easy. And then obviously with the yeast, the pastry is super easy to be worked on, so that's wonderful. A pissaladière normally is rectangular, so just work out the pastry, the dough, until you get some sort of rectangular shape. So look at that. In this case, it's just super easy. So just press down like that, and then with all the onions, you're gonna place the onions everywhere on top of the dough. Think of the person who's gonna have this part, the corner. This person must be as happy as the person who will have the piece in the middle. So just place the onion, spread them all over very nicely, that everybody is happy. Yes, it looks a lot, but it's gonna make it so delicious. So place the pissaladière on top of the tray, like that. You're gonna place the anchovies in a diagonal, nicely. You know, it's so important when you make a dish for me to eat with your eyes before you eat with your mouth. So focus on details, and that it's gonna make such a big difference at the end, you know. So you know, I'm already my mouth is watering just by watching. Then preheat the oven to 220 for around 10 minutes. And now the pissaladière will go into the oven for around 20-25 minutes at 220 degrees. That's it! Our pissaladière is ready to be presented and eaten straight away. Et voilà, look at that! This is a pissaladière with all the beautiful caramelized onion, some olive oil, and then some anchovies on top. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna finish it with a bit of oil. Often when you buy anchovies, there is oil, so keep the oil because it has a beautiful flavor. So I'm gonna spread anchovies oil all over, and then a little bit more olive oil to add some beautiful shyness to the pissaladière. Just some drops all over. Et voilà, bon appétit!